Hi guys, this is Dale Bateman from BuildYourSuccessOnline.com, and today I want to talk to you about 10 necessities for setting up your home-based business. With so many people doing this these days, it's really crucial that you follow these steps and get your home-based business set up properly. I want to start with number 1, and this is of course the most important, and this is your attitude. You really have to treat your home-based business as a business. It's a professional thing that you are doing. It's no different than getting up in the morning and going to work at a job for someone else. This is your home-based business. It's your professional career, and you should treat it as such. So have the right mindset going into it. Okay? Don't treat it as a hobby or a part-time thing. This is your special home-based business that you should put all of your efforts in and make it successful. Number 2, your working environment. Make sure you set up a space for yourself within your home that's totally dedicated to your home-based business. Okay? It's not sometimes the living room, sometimes your office. It has to be a dedicated space. It doesn't matter how big it is or where it is. Just make sure you dedicate some space so that when you're in that space, you are doing your business. Okay? And this leads into number 3, which is scheduling. Okay, schedule your time to work at your business. All right, now maybe you're not doing your home-based business full-time. That's like me. I'm currently doing a part-time home-based business, so I work full-time, which means I dedicate a little bit of time in the early morning before I leave for work and a little bit of time after I get home in the evening. Okay, but whenever you're dedicating that time to your business, that's what you should be focusing on. And this is also going along with your family or whoever you're living with. Make sure that they understand that when you are in your space and you're working at your business, that is your time to dedicate to that. Okay? I mean, one of the benefits of working at home is we can spend more time with our family and do things. So make sure that you set up those boundaries and those guidelines with everyone in the home. All right? Number 4, describing your business. There's an old saying, it's called an elevator speech. And what that means is in 1 or 2 sentences, you should be able to describe to someone what your business is about, what you're doing, what you're selling, the benefits to them for buying your product or service. And as I said, 1 or 2 sentences, the length of time it takes to go from the ground floor up in an elevator. If you were to meet someone and they asked you what you did for a living, you should be able to describe your business very accurately in 1 or 2 sentences. So work on that. Number 5, know your product or service. All right. Now, if I wanted to go and sell you something and you asked me some questions about it and I had no idea what it was about, would you think I was a credible source for being able to sell you that product or service? Not really, would you? So my best advice to you is whatever you're selling, whether it's a physical product or an online product, make sure that you own it and that you use it yourself before you attempt to sell it to someone else. It's just common sense that you should know what you're selling when you go out to sell it to someone else. All right? Number 6, administration. Back to number 1, your attitude, your work environment, all that stuff. Administration goes along with that. Make sure you're up to date with your invoicing, your accounts payable, your accounts receivable. Keep accurate records for your business. Again, treat it like a real thing, a real business, and it will succeed, guys. Next, number 7, computer protection. In many cases, especially if you're doing an online business, your computer is your lifeblood. So make sure you protect it. Protect it from viruses or malware, anything that can affect your files, your data, and not only your data, but the data that is owned and has been purchased by your clients and your customers. Take that into consideration. There's some great, I've left some links for you in the blog or in the description below, and get yourself some good virus protection for your computer. Number 8, a domain name. You should have your own domain name. If you're doing a blog, make sure you don't use any of the free blogging services. It's kind of a turn-off to your customers, your potential customers, if they see that your domain has, you know, yourname.blogspot.com or .blogger.com. You know, take the time, set it up properly, get yourself a hosting account, purchase your own domain name, and go from there, guys. Choose wisely. Next up, email accounts. This goes part and parcel with number 8. Usually when you set up a hosting account and your own domain, email accounts come along with it. Again, adding credibility to your business is very important. So using something like, you know, if I were to use Dale@hotmail.com, what are you going to think? Okay, this guy's a fly-by-night. He's not really totally dedicated to his business, so why would I purchase anything from him? Okay, so part and parcel with your domain, your hosting, make sure you set up your own email account. And finally, number 10, you're in business, so part of that, and a big part of it, is payment processing. So make sure you set up yourself with something like PayPal or ClickBank. I've left some suggestions again down below. Make sure you set up your own payment processor, because this is going to make it a lot more streamlined when it comes time for people to start purchasing from you, whether again they're purchasing online or offline. Alright, so there's your 10 necessities for setting up your home-based business. Go through them again, read through them, watch this video again if you like. I'd encourage you to subscribe to my channel below if you're watching this on YouTube. Subscribe to my feed if you're looking at this on the blog, and I'll be back again with more helpful tips for you in setting up your home-based business. This is Dale Bateman from BuildYourSuccessOnline.com saying have a great day. Bye-bye.